Hey guys, today I am going to show you how to make your own DIY highlighter, and it's kind of like a putty too. So yeah, Jeffree Star who? First you're going to need some pigments. I'm using eyeshadows, I'm using this hard candy. I'm going to try to make a more gold toned highlighter. I'm going to be using that gold and that silverish white color. I'm going to be using that color and that color and maybe that little champagne color over here. I'm going to be using, this is optional because obviously you don't have to use a highlighter on a highlighter. I'm going to be using an old e.l.f. highlighter that's almost done with. I'm going to be using this gold shade and maybe that shade right there from this e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow palette. And guess what? It's called Texas. Austin, if you're watching this, don't mess with Texas. Then I'm going to be using Wet n Wild Color Icon Loose Pigment, and it's like a rose gold, really pretty color. And I don't know if I said this yet, but I'm going to be using Overtime, and I might use Rich Coral Expensive. Yeah. Paper plate and a plastic knife or a metal butter knife, it doesn't matter. I'm scraping out this highlighter onto this plate. I cleaned that out and it broke, but I'm going to use it anyway. Going into the hard candy palette, getting that gold shade, that I might use that brownish shade, I don't know. Probably not. I'm going to use the champagne one and just a bit of this white one because if I use too much white, it will be really super
I just did
white.
a little bit of that.
I just did a little bit of those, and if I need more, I'll add more later. Now I'm going in to this gold shade over here with just a little dab of that color too. Going in with the Wet n Wild Loose Pigment. Just shaking a little bit in there. Just a little bit of that because I didn't want to waste it. Now going into the e.l.f. palette. I'm going to be going into the gold shade first. It turns out very well. There's nothing really in it, so I'm going to go over into these two top shades. And yeah. So it's not super gold, so I'm going to be going into, the next shade I'm going into is Overtime on this Profusion Eyes palette I got from TJ Maxx. Going into Revolution, and I'm going to add a little bit of dashing just so it'll golden it up. That's all for the powder unless I find some more gold eyeshadows or pigments. But now is the fun part. It all up. Don't do drugs, kids. And then you take any lotion that you want, or moisturizer. And with all patience, you're going to squirt just a little bit at a time. And then you're going to mix that in. That wasn't very much, so I'm going to be putting more. And seeing how that does, you're going to mix it until it's like almost a highlight paste. This gets kind of messy, but I just kind of started mixing it with my fingers because it was sticking to the butter knife and it wasn't coming off of it. And I want more product than I do on the butter knife, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm getting these dry pieces over here. This feels weird. This feels like those little chia seeds, not chia seeds, what are they? Flax seeds or sand or something. I don't think there's enough gold in that, so I'm going into this gold shade in this palette. I don't know, it's by, I really don't know the name of it, whatever. I'm just going into this palette, just adding more gold shades, and this is a nudes palette from Walmart. I'm going into bitty piece of gold that's left in that, and I have a couple more of these. This one's the same thing, and I'm going to be going into that gold one. And there's a little more gold in this one too. Now I'm just going to be taking this highlight and putting it into the container. That's the finished product of the putty highlighter, and you can stick your finger in it and it's golden and it's beautiful and I'm very proud. Now another way to do it is to crush up some pigments and not put lotion in them, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Now I have my crushed pigments, and you're going to get some alcohol. Remember, you didn't put lotion in this one. And look at my highlight hand, just for no reason. I'm just going to pour a little dab of alcohol, and this is going to be hard. It should look like this. It should look like a liquidy glitter water, and you're going to leave that set for just a second. And take some toilet paper and you're gonna press down so it soaks up all the alcohol, and you're gonna pat down so these will come out like the bake highlighter or eyeshadows, whatever you want to call it.
More dry part.
And do the same thing over so you soak up most of the alcohol.
Turned into baked eyeshadow highlight thingies.
Here's just a better look at them. This one's more pinkish because I did that one a while ago. These are silvery gold colors. Here's my favorite, my gold looking one. And it's Putty, so it's Jeffree Star did like a review on some Putty highlighters, and they were really pretty. This is fun to touch. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and enjoy the rest of your day, night, or whatever. Thanks, loves.